Sports outside of Raymond James Stadium, here for the first week of the playoffs, here for an early start of the playoffs. Beautiful weather for football. NFC South divisional game going down. The winner to the playoffs, the loser to Cancun. For the Carolina Panthers going up against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, no other scene I'd rather be than right here, right now. RZB Sports reporting live outside of Raymond James Stadium. We will let a few fans get in here, and then we will get things kicked off. For everybody that joins today, I'm very thankful to give this report. And may this report just be through God. And may Panther fans get the wish that they're hoping for. And that's the cannon going off, testing the cannon. And Buccaneer fans, hopefully they'll get a home loss. But we are about to get started officially at 1:45. I'm going to give a few more seconds for people to join the live. A few more seconds, and we will be kicking off, going live outside of Raymond James Stadium. You know, it was a 10-hour drive. I turned it into a 13-hour drive because, you know, I love my road trip stops, especially at Buc-ee's. I also know that Florida is known to have a good place called Wawa's. So had to get a stop at Wawa's too, and we are about to kick this thing underway. Here we go. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is the RZB Sports giving you your pregame report. No other than an NFC South divisional clash from Raymond James Stadium. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers hosting the Carolina Panthers. And today is not just a divisional game. It's not just a regular season game, but it is an early start to the playoffs. An early start for the Buccaneers and the Panthers. The Panthers lose. They still have hope with the Falcons beating the Saints to make the playoffs. They control their own destiny. Now for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, if they lose, they're automatically going to Cancun. If they win, then they have to hope for a Falcons loss. This will be the 50th time, all time, that the Buccaneers and Panthers are playing each other here in the regular season. The Carolina Panthers with a 25-24 all-time record, currently holding a record of 13-12 at home, Bank of America Stadium back in the Queen City. But here at Raymond James Stadium, they hold a 500 record of 12 wins and 12 losses. Now, the Carolina Panthers did get a win earlier this season from the bank versus the Buccaneers. Previously, before that game, they lost 5 straight, knowing the Tom Brady years, and then Baker when he had his flashes first signing with the Buccaneers. I'm going to go ahead and give the injury report before I get into the fun news. For the Carolina Panthers, out today, will not be activated. Robert Hunt, David Moore. Injuries, Trevin Wallace, shoulder surgery, out for the year. Robert Rochelle, concussion, out. There are 2 other players, JT Sanders, out. And then there is another player that I cannot think of at the moment. I wish I could think of his name, but that's fine. Now, for the Carolina Panthers returning to the lineup, there will be, yes sir, keep pounding, Chris Barnes in the lineup. Tershawn Wharton, that's been battling a hamstring injury that he tweaked in practice. He is active for today. Now, for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, their 2 starting corners are out today. That is good news for Panther fans. That is good news for the Carolina Panthers wide receiver core. That is good news for good old Bryce Young. And I say for the Panthers, they got to attack downfield. But I'm not going to get into the things that you need to know for both teams to win. Next, we are going to get into some history. The Carolina Panthers are 2.5 underdogs. 2.5 underdogs. The Buccaneers are favored by 2.5. When the Carolina Panthers win, they will break the NFL record for the most underdog wins in a season. For the most underdog wins in a season, it will be an NFL record when the Carolina Panthers get a win. Now, let's talk about quarterbacks for both teams. Starting out with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield was limited in practice on Tuesday. He was a full participant Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Mike Evans was also limited throughout the week, but he turned into a full participant. So 2 star players on this team battling an injury for the final week here in Week 18 as they host the Carolina Panthers. Now for Bryce Young, he is as healthy as can be, and it's so crazy. The resilience that this man goes through, the faith that this man has had the entire time, the confidence that this man has had the entire time. Is so crazy to know that Bryce Young, January 5th of 2025, just received his first road victory in Atlanta for his young career. And now things are different. Here in the final week, he's fighting a win into the playoffs, a loss going home. But the resilience, the dedication, the commitment that this quarterback has had to overcome adversity, you cannot tell me Bryce Young is not the one for this franchise. Now we're going to get into it. Instead of 5 things you need to know for both teams to win, I'm going to do 3 things. 3 is the charm today. For the Buccaneers, they must get the passing game going. That is something they struggled with against the Carolina Panthers in Game 1. Secondly, the secondary is banged up. 2 star corners out of today's game. They must have a strong secondary performance. And thirdly, all Buccaneer fans can agree with me. Good coaching throughout today's game. Todd Bowles has been struggling with his coaching staff. Fans of the Buccaneers want Todd Bowles gone after this season. Well, he can change that platform today. Todd Bowles and the coaching staff must have a good game. It all starts off with coaching. Now, for the Carolina Panthers, keep pounding nation. Stand up and listen to this. The run game must get going. Chuba Rico must be effective. We have cloudy weather here around Tampa Bay, Florida from Raymond James Stadium. I doubt it would rain, but there's a possibility. Regardless, the run game must be strong. The run game must return to where it was when the Panthers played the Cowboys, when they played the Miami Dolphins, when they played the Green Bay Packers. Whether it's Chuba leading the way, whether it's Rico leading the way, you have 2 really good running backs. Get the run game going. Secondly, this defensive line, Tershawn Wharton, a 2-time Super Bowl champion with the Kansas City Chiefs. I hope he brought his Super Bowl rings into this locker room today to influence the Carolina Panthers, rest of the roster, to get a win today, to get into the playoffs. Tershawn Wharton's back in this lineup. Nick Scorton playing dangerous football. Derrick Brown said he's going to lay his body on the line. I don't know what else you could say, but this D-line must bring the pressure. They have struggled with it all season long, and that's a huge factor into why the Panthers are a win-loss team. They are inconsistent, but if the defense brings pressure, then that can change today. They can win 2 in a row, and that would be very special to see. So D-line pressure. Thirdly, we're going to wrap it up. I would say Bryce Young need to do his job, but I have faith in him. He's here in Week 18 for a reason, fighting for his spot. So we're going to give it to this Panthers secondary. Mike Jackson, J.C. Horn, two good cornerbacks in this league. 2 of the top 10 cornerbacks, I think, non-biased conversation, are playing really good football right now. Emeka Ibuka fighting for Rookie of the Year with T-Mac. I don't know if he's going to get it over T-Mac. They also have Mike Evans. They also have McMillan. The Buccaneers have a strong wide receiver core. The secondary must do their job. We're talking about Isaiah Simmons, the former Clemson alumni, in this lineup. We're talking about Nick Scott. We're talking about Lathan Ransom. We're talking about Trey Murig. Safeties are good. Corners are good. Do your job today. Get your team into the playoffs. I don't care if it's ugly, but do your job. That are the things to know for this game. And that's going to wrap up the RZB Sports pregame report for the visiting Carolina Panthers and your Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Well, I guess these fans, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but it's really Carolina Panthers. Keep pounding nation. That is the pregame report. Thank you all for joining. I will be going live on TikTok, and I'm excited to see y'all in there. Let's go.